Now we will move the components JSON to the layout by providing this data as an argument under block node. Then we will print this data directly inside the template file. Go ahead and open layout file. Now add block closing node and begin adding arguments under it. Create JS argument node and specify its XSI type array. We are passing jsLayout as an argument to the block, which will contain data in JSON format. In template, we can get it using block.getJsLayout. If XSI type is array, then it contains the children nodes. So let's go ahead and add its children nodes. Under argument, add item node. We will begin adding from components node and then its children. Specify components node with XSI type array. Then create node for game-to-do-scope. Specify XSI type array. Create component node under game-to-do scope and specify XSI type string because it's going to contain a single string value. We can specify UI component if we only need rendering of a specific content through our custom template file. Then specify config by creating config node. Create template node and specify template file. The purpose of creating a custom template file using UI component is to create wrapper template which should hold children to-dos and task components rendering templates together. Now go ahead and create template file to-do page.html. Now go back to layout and create children node. Then create to-do child node with the XSI type array. Create to-do component node and specify the view component. Then create display area node and specify to-do its value. Create config node and let's take a look back at todo.html template file. We have specified object array data under config node. Let's go back and add data to the layout. First, create to-dos node with XSI type array. If we go back to todo.html and take a look at data, it consists of an array of objects. So we specify them in iteration accordingly. Create ID node and specify XSI type number. Then create title node and specify title. We will add rest of items as nodes accordingly. Then add next iteration with node name 1. Specify the rest of data under their iteration nodes accordingly. Now we will use jsLayout inside todo.html template file and replace JSON object after app module key. Remove the parenthesis and begin printing the PHP script. Block.getJsLayout. This will return exactly same JSON string data that we created here earlier. Now open todo page.html template file. Now begin writing HTML. Now under development, we will render to-do template. We can render to-do template here because to-do is a child display area containing a component with its to-do template. Flush the cache and clear the static content. Open to-do page. We see everything rendered as expected. Now we will move to-do data in a separate model, which will be acting as a knockout observable array. So go ahead and create model, then todos.js. Add knockout as a dependency and specify its instance. Return ko.observable array and specify empty array for now. We will move all data to todos.js model. Paste the data. The data will be in object array format. To-do node is no longer needed here. So remove the whole config node. Specify the to-dos model dependency. Now let's move both variables outside the default object and replace to-dos property with to-dos JS model instance. Then add parentheses to this.todos before length. Now open template file and do same to to-dos in for each statement. Now flush the cache and clear the static and generated content. Reload the page. We see the to-dos listed and displayed as expected.